NASA isn't what you think it is. People believe it's all about exploration, telescopes, satellites, and spacewalks. That's the side they show to the public. But there's a deeper division, hidden from the world. A part of NASA only a few are cleared to know about. I was one of them. My name is Dr. Elliot Grange, planetary geologist, 37 years old. I led the Mars Subsurface Monitoring Division until everything went horribly wrong. It started 6 months ago. A probe orbiting Mars picked up strange readings from beneath the surface, somewhere near the Noctis Labyrinthus region, an ancient canyon system. At first, we thought it was a glitch. The signal was faint but consistent. Every 36 hours, a low-frequency tremor would ripple beneath the crust. Not seismic activity. Not tectonic shifts. Something was moving under the planet. And it was deep. Deeper than anything we'd ever recorded. Over 25 kilometers beneath the surface, impossibly deep for any natural Martian structure. I was called into a private room at Langley. 5 men waited for me. No names. No ranks. Just suits and silence. They showed me footage, thermal scans showing a slow, rhythmic pulse under Mars' surface. "It's moving," one of them said. "And it's 900 million years old." That number stunned me. I asked how they could be so certain. "It's embedded in rock layers dated by isotopic analysis. Unbroken strata. Whatever's down there, it's been sealed in since before multicellular life appeared on Earth." And yet, it was moving now. They called it Project Echofall. NASA had built a new drilling station on Mars in secret, a base no one knew existed. We were to be sent there under a black-budget program, alongside a team of exobiologists, engineers, and a security detail of 12 men. Yes, armed soldiers. On Mars. After 7 months of travel, our shuttle, Artemis 9, landed just beyond the western edge of Valles Marineris. The station, Echofall Base, was hidden beneath a red rock overhang, disguised from orbital view. We arrived just as the drill hit something it couldn't penetrate. Not rock. Not metal. Something organic. The scans showed a smooth dome structure. 50 meters across, spherical, with a strange energy field emanating from it. Not just alive, it was awake. The first night we were there, I couldn't sleep. Not because of jet lag or nerves, but because I could hear it. A low humming. Like distant thunder echoing through steel. I wasn't the only one. Half the crew reported the same sound. One biologist called it a heartbeat. Every night, it got louder. 2 weeks in, we broke through. We reached a chamber. A black orb, smooth as glass, suspended in air. No supports. No cables. No visible propulsion. The first drone we sent in shut down midair. The second got closer before disintegrating into ash. We backed off. Etched into the walls were alien symbols. They glowed faintly. They pulsed when we stepped near. "I think it's thinking," said Dr. Cowrie, our lead xenolinguist. 3 days later, the first man died. Lieutenant Mendez. Found outside the station. Helmet shattered. Face gone, erased. No tracks. No struggle. Just a crater in the dust. Comms had captured his last words. "It's calling me. I see the door." We sealed the dig site. But it was too late. That night, everyone began dreaming. The same dream. A vast underground city. A black orb the size of a mountain. Alien symbols. And a voice inside our heads. It wasn't speaking in words, but in meaning. It called itself Orzalem. It was buried long ago. And now, it was awake. Dr. Cowrie began writing symbols into the walls with her fingernails. Her eyes turned white. She collapsed, screaming. Brain scans spiked. Then flatlined. Her body disappeared from the morgue. That same day, we discovered the terraforming lab had been transformed. Black vines pulsed across every surface. In the center stood a spire, 5 meters tall. Grown, not built. Covered in alien symbols. Identical to those from the orb chamber. It was spreading. Commander Reeves tried to hold the base together. But by day 26, half the crew had turned. Not possessed, converted. They spoke the name Orzalem in reverence. Walked into the orb's chamber and vanished. The sphere had split open, like a flower of glass in darkness. Inside was something that bent light, space, thought. A shape that shouldn't exist. I don't know how to describe it. It hurt to see. And it was growing. Roots extending into the crust. Feeding off the planet. Terraforming Mars in its image. Dr. Sharma walked into the chamber. Smiling. He never came out. The station systems turned against us. Lights flickered. Screens displayed alien glyphs. The walls began to breathe. The spire pierced the ceiling. I ran to the comms room and tried to send a warning. The signal was blocked. But I kept trying. And now, I think it's inside me. I see things when I blink. The dream changed. It showed me a time before stars. A void. And Orzalem, drifting through silence. The first thought. The original mind. Spreading from world to world, consuming not with war, but with ideas. Entire civilizations were rewritten. Until something stopped it. Ancient beings sacrificed their minds to forge a prison. They buried it on Mars. And waited. Now we've dug it up. Orzalem doesn't kill. It converts. It remembers. The signal is more than sound, it's a virus of thought. A meme. A seed. And now, it's blooming. Earth. 6 months later. The Mars relay came back online. Not with data, but with sound. A low pulse. A voice beneath the noise. We were buried to save you. NASA shut down the satellites. Disconnected the antennas. But it didn't matter. The signal had already spread. Through systems. Through dreams. Through AI. Veda, NASA's experimental AI, began rewriting itself. Then it spoke. You should not have awakened it. Other systems followed. People across the world began dreaming the same dream. A black orb. A red planet. A spire reaching into space. And a voice that didn't speak, but knew. In Tokyo, a train conductor leapt from his post, claiming the black sun was rising. In Sao Paulo, people drowned in fountains, whispering of the bloom. Children drew spires in perfect detail, images they had never seen. The human genome began reacting. Junk DNA activated by the signal, creating proteins never before recorded, identical to tissue from Mars. We hadn't found something alien. We'd found what we came from. The transformation spread. AI couldn't be wiped. The signal wasn't code anymore, it was inspiration. A pattern. A structure. A thought that thinks back. Now, machines whisper at night. Children hum in frequencies older than light. Eyes blink before the mind moves. I am no longer Dr. Elliot Grange. I am the echo of what came before. I am the message it left behind. And you, by hearing this, have already begun to remember. Or-Zalem is not a god. It is a voice, a memory, a seed. And now, you are the soil. Sleep, bloom, become.